Long ago, in a small village by the river, there lived a poor young man named Kofi. Kofi was hardworking, but no matter how much he worked, he remained poor. The people in the village laughed at him. The young men called him useless, and the women refused to look his way because he had nothing to offer. But Kofi never gave up. One evening, as he sat by the river, a beautiful woman appeared in the water. She had smooth dark skin and long, flowing hair. She smiled at him and said, "Why do you look so sad?" Kofi was surprised. He had never seen her before. But something about her made him feel safe, so he told her about his struggles. She listened carefully, and each day after that, he would come to the river to talk to her. He never knew that beneath the water, she was not just a woman, she was a mermaid. Each time Kofi asked her to come out of the water, she would smile and say, "I cannot, for I am naked." So he never insisted. One day, the mermaid made a secret decision. She wanted to see Kofi in the village, but she knew she could not walk on land with her fish tail. So, she waited until the sun was high in the sky. When the golden rays touched her skin, her tail dried up, and she grew human legs. She wrapped herself in a cloth and went to the village. There, she saw how Kofi was treated, how the people mocked him, how they pushed him aside. Her heart ached for him. That night, she returned to the river and made up her mind to help him. The next day, when Kofi came to the river, she gave him a small bag filled with gold and jewels. "Take this and sell it," she said. Kofi was shocked, but he obeyed. With the money, he bought new clothes and better tools for farming. But the mermaid did not stop there. Every time Kofi needed more, she brought him more gold. Soon, he was the richest man in the village. Now, the same people who mocked him praised him. The women who once ignored him now wanted to marry him. The chief of the village even promised him his beautiful daughter as a wife. But as Kofi grew richer, he forgot how he got there. One evening, the mermaid finally revealed her secret. "Kofi, I am not just a woman. I am a mermaid, and I love you. Marry me, and we will live happily." But Kofi, now blinded by his riches, refused. Instead, he tricked her. He invited her to his home, then locked her in a room. He poured water on her so she would turn back into a mermaid. That way, she could not escape back to the river. For years, he kept her locked away, forcing her to bring him more wealth. The mermaid wept, but Kofi did not care. He had everything: gold, lands, and power. But one day, Kofi made a mistake. He forgot to close all the windows. The sun shone through, and the mermaid's body dried. Her tail disappeared, and she had human legs again. With all her strength, she broke free and ran back to the river. When Kofi returned home and found her gone, he was furious. But he thought to himself, "It does not matter. I already have all the riches I need." But Kofi forgot one thing: the mermaid had given him those riches, and she could take them back. Slowly, strange things began to happen. His gold turned to dust. His lands became dry. His houses collapsed. His businesses failed. And worst of all, this happened just one day before he was to marry the princess. When the chief saw that Kofi had lost everything, he cancelled the wedding. Kofi was left with nothing, no wealth, no wife, no friends. He had returned to being the poor man he once was. But this time, there was no mermaid to help him. This is the story of Kofi, the man who forgot his roots. No matter how rich you become, never forget where you came from. And always remember, what is given to you by something you do not understand should never be accepted. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe for more.